as summer approached, the sun is getting up earlier every morning, and here in Cape Town at night, you can feel that the nights, the days are getting longer. So it is so much fun, you know, if already at 7 o'clock it's still light and you can still do some stuff. Well, I listened at what David was saying, and I love how he invite God in every time slot in his day. But a very, very important thing that we learn from David's the following. He said in Psalm 5, verse 3, "At each and every sunrise, you will hear my voice. As I prepare my sacrifice of prayer to you, every morning I lay out pieces of my life on the altar. And then I wait for your fire to fall upon my heart." So he's actually saying, every day you will hear my voice in the morning. First thing in the morning, Father, you will hear my voice. Now, I want to ask you and me, same thing. How do we start our day? You know, it's very important, the start of the day. How we start. Sometimes is it just jump up and run and get the kids and do everything? Or do you set your alarm a little bit earlier so that you can get up and so that you can start your day? Blessed are you, Lord God, King of the universe, who give this day to me, a brand new day filled with mercy and grace. Now, you can start the day already short-tempered, or you can go in this day unprepared, or just in alignment with the world and not in alignment with what God has in store for us. Now, the lesson from David that I learn is, he says, in the morning, O Lord, you will hear my voice. So when I wake up in the morning, before I even put my feet out of the bed, I start communicating with God and put pieces of my heart on the altar, pieces of my day on the altar. And this is a very, very good way to do it. Lord, I submit this day to you. Lord, I submit whatever is happening today. I ask you to go before me. I surrender, and I want to know you in all my deeds and all that I do. So you send forth, God, you send forth his breath. You send him forth to prepare the way for you to follow. He goes on and he says, I lift my voice to the Lord. So his first words, he addressed God, Yahweh, and not man. And I think that's a very important lesson that I learned from David. And even in my life, I don't even try to communicate with anybody before I did communicate with my Father. He goes on and he says, in the morning, I lay my request before you, and then this beautiful thing, and then I wait in expectation. So in expectation, I know I'm a covenant child of God. So as a covenant child of God, I know that I receive his mercy, his grace, his favor in everything I do. This is what we talked about the other day about Psalm 1. If you know him in all your ways and you are anchored in him, success will follow you, whatever you do. So David was saying, I address God first. He goes on and he says, I commit to him my problems, my difficulties, my decisions, very important. And then I can wait in expectation, knowing that he's going to make a way, knowing that he's going to provide for me, knowing that he's going to answer me. And that makes me armed in this day. I just don't walk in this day with surprises. I walk in this day knowing that I've submit everything to God. You know, there's a saying in Greek that says, the beginning is half of the whole. So certainly it's true in making our way through each day. So what does it mean? The way we begin determines nearly all that is to follow. So seldom will a day end more blessed than its beginning. So begin each day by letting God hear your voice. For me, I truly love this lesson from David. I really do. Because what I learned from this is I cannot have a blessed day if I don't give this day to God, if I don't bless God on this day. And if I don't submit this day to him and submit myself to him and say, Lord, will you guide my steps? Lord, will you guide me? Will you lead me through this day? So first thing, make your voice known to God. I think David, really, I just love his books, and I love the way he had this love relationship with the Father, and the way that he always, when anything happened to him, there was one way that he ran, and that was to his Abba Father. And he fell on his face, and he always knew that there's new mercy every day and forgiveness. So may we learn from David, and may we start every day afresh with him and with new expectation. God's will, my dear friend. We'll speak again.